All right, guys, I have a question. Yeah. Let's see over there. Why do bad things happen? Why do bad things happen? Hopefully tonight I can challenge everyone here. In fact, even myself, I wrestle with this. Still do wrestle with it. Yeah, why do bad things happen?
Because Adam and Eve sinned.
It's a fair answer. That's a good answer.
God has a plan for it because He knows if we have things bad happen to us, He's testing our faith. Like in the long run, we'll make us a better Christian, so that when one sick comes, that we will be able to understand.
It's pretty deep. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Well, has everyone had a bad thing that's happened? Or knows someone that's had a bad thing happen? Can anyone visualize it? You have? What? You have? Okay. Okay? You've had a bad thing? You don't have to share it if you don't want to. Just have it in your mind. If you want to share it, you're more welcome to.
Break my wrist.
You broke your wrist. Okay?
Somebody broke my thumb.
Broke your thumb.
I have my ankle sprained.
Sprain. Yeah, that's a bad thing. Good.
I did not push him and I hurt my wrist.
Ooh. Yeah. Broke your arm. Hey, if anyone wants to know, I broke both my legs.
Oh.
It's a bad thing. Okay. It's a horrible thing. Yeah. What?
Something with my brother. He was born with his all his toes broken. Oh yeah, that was not bad.
Isaac?
I had my Achilles tendon stretched on both my legs, so
Pain. Alright, so, alright, you can wait. If something bad happens to you, will you still believe that God is truly there? Will you still put your trust in Jesus?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No matter what? Are you sure? No.
Yes. Maybe.
You sure?
Yes. Depends.
No matter what? Next slide, please. What if your house burns down? What if your house gets broken into and they steal your Nintendo Wii?
Yes.
They stole your Nintendo Wii! Hey! You don't care? You don't care? What if you were at school, the principal yanked you out of class and just drug you down the hall by your ear, and you had to be in the principal's office, and the principal called your parents, and you did absolutely nothing?
That would be awesome. That would have been so.
Would that be bad? How would you feel? How would you feel?
I would have yelled at the principal.
You would have yelled at the principal. So if something bad happens, you're going to yell at God?
No, I'd yell at the principal.
God?
I would tell my mom that I did anything.
Oh yeah? What if they didn't believe you?
What?
Big deal.
What is she going to believe me?
What if?
And I would just tell her that I know me and that we were there.
Go ahead, Nori.
That's just a sign that God's working in you.
Will you be asking yourself why God would let this happen? Yeah. You would punch him? Oh, so you would punch God if God put you?
No, he was the principal.
You sure?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay. So if any of these things happened, would you still believe? Still?
No.
Maybe?
No.
No, you would not believe. All these unfair things happen to you, you're still going to believe that there's a God and that Jesus Christ died on the cross. You're still going to believe. It'd be extremely hard. Okay, let's talk about Joseph. Joseph. Who knows the story about Joseph? You know the story about Joseph. Go ahead. All right, Seth.
Joseph was boy whose father did mess
Son.
up all his brothers and gave him a coat of many colors, and his brothers were envious of him, stuck him in the bottom of a well, and then traders came along and sold him, and then he went to Egypt, and he got stuck in charge of somebody's house.
Okay, good job. All right, so let's talk about Joseph. I want you guys to really listen about Joseph. His brothers sold him into slavery at the age of 17. And I believe Seth read Genesis 37:28. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. He was sold for silver. And then Simon read verse 30, Genesis 37:36. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar. Potiphar was one of Pharaoh's officials, the captain of the guard. Okay, so he was sold into slavery, okay? Who would like to be sold into slavery? Seriously? Okay.
That'd be kind of
Then his master, Potiphar, later put him in prison for nothing he did. Just like you guys would get drugged down to the principal's office for nothing you did. We have a guy that said he would punch the principal. You gonna punch your master? No.
If you said the question, I would.
Genesis 39:20, I think Isaac read this. Joseph's master took him and put him in prison, the place where the king's prisoners were confined. All these things seem bad. All right, we have 12-year-old here? Who's 12? Who's 12? Anyone 12? You're 12? Okay. Forrest is 12. I think he's the oldest one here. That's a fair statement. Okay? Joseph was sold into slavery and put in prison for at least 13 years. You're not even 13 yet. Would you still trust God?
Yes.
You still would trust God no matter what. If you were put in prison and sold into slavery for 13 years. Are you 13 yet? No. Would you still trust God?
No.
You wouldn't. You would give up.
Yes.
No matter what, you would give up. You would say there's no God.
Yes.
Who would give up? Give me a show of hands. Who would give up on God?